Hello, Steve from dudehack.com, and today we're going to be talking about what it means when a conversation disappears from Hinge. So you want to find out where that conversation went to on Hinge. We will get to that in a second, but just some housekeeping first. Guys, my name is Steve Morley. I am the owner of dudehack.com, which is your online dating resource for men and women, running through everything online dating and just dating in general. So if that interests you, go and check it out. Also, on top of that, if you're not sure whether Hinge is going to be the right dating app for you, or you think there's something better out there, I do think there probably is, then I highly suggest you go and take the free quiz down below, which will tell you exactly what dating app would suit you better. But enough about that. You're here to find out where that conversation went to on Hinge, so let's jump into that right this second. Now look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that conversation disappearing usually means one of two things. Either they have unmatched you, either on purpose or by accident, or they have deleted their Hinge account. But look, I mean, those aren't the only two reasons. Some less likely scenarios are that they actually have been banned from Hinge, or it was just a technical glitch. Now look, I don't know if telling yourself that it was a technical glitch will help yourself sleep better at night, but I do need to play devil's advocate and tell you that it is probably most likely those former two. But let's just say it had nothing to do with you in particular, and they probably just deleted their account. Now look, if it was the fact that you were unmatched, that's unfortunate. There could be a chance that it was by accident. It does happen. But look, even if it was on purpose, if you weren't doing anything dodgy, anything rude, or being a sleazebag, then really there's nothing to worry about. It happens. There could be a number of reasons they unmatched you. Like for example, if you were having a really good conversation with somebody and all of a sudden they disappeared, it's probably not the fact that they just don't like you or something like that. It could even be the case that that person wasn't really ready to get started online dating, started having a conversation with you, felt that it was going really well, and almost maybe felt some pressure to meet up with you or something, and maybe has some social anxiety and freaked out about it. And look, maybe that person wasn't even being completely truthful to you. Maybe they have a significant other, and then you and them hitting it off online, they felt a little bit guilty and they decided to unmatch or delete their account. Or maybe they've just jumped out of a really messy relationship, and then now that it's actually come time to hit it off with someone and meet in person, again, maybe they're freaking out. What I'm getting at, guys, is there is so many potential reasons that aren't exactly just a reflection on you, so don't let it sort of consume your thoughts. Now, secondly, if they actually deleted their account, it's pretty much the same thing. You have no idea what was going on in their life. Maybe they have even some mental health troubles and they decided getting off Hinge was better for their own mental health. Like at the end of the day, I'm sort of reaching here a little bit, but what I'm really getting at is there are so many different reasons why that person is not in that message screen anymore. Next, if they were banned, usually on Hinge, to get banned, it's usually something pretty bad. You would have had to be reported a number of times, or that person's a real sleazebag. So, you know, if they got banned and it was for, I guess, a real deserving reason, then you probably don't want to be hanging out with that person anyway. If they got banned for something silly or by accident, then look, that's just really unfortunate. But look, regardless of which of these reasons it was, even if they were completely accidentally unmatched you and are just longing to match with you again, or on the flip side, want nothing to do with you ever again, whichever one of those it is, the best thing for you to do right now is move on. Is to stop worrying about it, is to go get swiping and hopefully match with some other people, because you wasting your time worrying about that person that's gone, it's non-conducive, it's not gonna help anything, and going and maybe trying to hunt them down on Instagram or something like that is just creepy. So that might not be the answer that you wanted coming to this video, guys, but I have just run through some reasons why that match probably has disappeared, and whichever one that is, that your match has disappeared, the best solution always is to just move on. And now look, trust me, I know that is easier said than done. I've written many articles over at dudehack.com on rejection and around this topic. You know, you might be feeling a little bit worthless, or you might question what is it about yourself that they didn't like. But again, remember, Unless you're being directly sleazy or rude or something like that, them not being in your messages anymore is most likely a reflection on them and not you. And at this point, you might be wondering, well, is there any way to get an exact indication from Hinge? Can they tell me if I was unmatched on or not? And again, the unfortunate answer is no, but that's not unfortunate because I don't know why you'd want to know. Again, move on. And just remember, Hinge is designed to be deleted. That's its whole catchphrase. So at the end of the day, someone might have just jumped off the app because, well, it was successful, because it worked, because they met someone. Now, I'm sure that doesn't exactly make you feel better, but remember, that should give you faith that, hey, it will work. So just keep swiping. Now, one other last thing is you may have noticed that you can actually hide a chat, or that chats that haven't, replied back to you, or you haven't replied back to them in 14 days, that they'll go to a little hidden tab in your messages. So I guess that is potentially another reason that that conversation is missing from your main page, that maybe you accidentally pressed hide, or that it has just been 14 days and time has flown by. So if you're really commiserating about that match that's lost, before you cry yourself to sleep, go have a look in that hidden tab. But again, even if they're not in there, don't stress, move on, get swiping, and look to the next match. So that basically wraps up today's short video. I hope that has given you the clear answer that maybe you didn't want, but at least it gave you the full answer so you can move on and not worry about that conversation that is now gone. If you have enjoyed today's video, or it has given you the answer that you were seeking, I would really appreciate if you did go ahead and press that thumbs up button and even consider subscribing. It makes a really big difference to the channel and it would make my day. Remember, if you're still not sure if at this point Hinge is the right dating app for you, highly suggest you go on over to the link down in the description below and take my free quiz, which will tell you exactly what dating app would suit you better. I look forward to bringing you these videos quite regularly, so if that is something that interests you, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. But until tomorrow's video, guys, stay safe, be well, and I'll see you later.